Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna is talking to Manilal. I was taken to Radha Bazar to be photographed. It had been arranged that I should go to Rajendra Mitra's house that day. I heard that Keshav would be there. I planned to tell them certain things, but I forgot it all when I went to Radha Bazar. I said, "O Mother, thou wilt speak. What shall I say? I have not the nature of a jnani. He considers himself great. He says, what? How can I be ill?" Kaur Singh once said to me, "You still worry about your body, but it is my nature to believe that my mother knows everything." It was she who would speak at Rajendra Mitra's house. Hers are the only effective words. One ray of light from Goddess of Wisdom stuns 1,000 scholars. The Mother has kept me in the state of a bhakta, a vijnani. That's why I joke with Rakal and others. Had I been in condition of a jnani, I could not do that. Now you see, Sri Ramakrishna is narrating his state. He wanted to tell certain things when he went to Rajendra's house. But as he went, it was not, usually he doesn't plan. The saints do not plan to give a lecture or this or that. They spontaneously it comes. Anybody asks a question, it is truth. It is a law like moving everything. Anybody asks anything, there is knowledge which can be given. Suppose I have gone to a place, I have seen a particular place, anybody asks any question I can tell. Or I have been living for a long time in a place, I can give every detail of it. I am moving about, I know everything. This. So they don't need to calculate and prepare or keep in mind, but sometimes they will be seeing a particular person, they want to give some instruction. Oh, I have to tell him that. This way, they will be planning, he will be coming there, I will be telling this, I will get the opportunity to tell him what I have to tell. And that also they forget. Because where to keep? Every place is filled with divine. In memory, memory is full of divine. Body is full of divine. Mind is full of divine. Whatever he sees as divine. I can write and keep in a book. The moment the book is taken into hand, he is in samadhi. What to write, where to keep. So these people, because ego is zero, they don't have that idea that I know, I preserve, I have the knowledge, I can give, that won't be working there. Just as the Divine Mother makes me, because nature is one who is ruling this. Everything is happening at her command as if. So this, somebody is speaking out something, it is Divine Mother speaking. So saints, most of the saints don't bother about what question people may ask, what I have to answer. They are totally, God is speaking through. That I being an instrument in the hand of God is their awareness. Oh, I'm good. No planning at all. A person comes, what he needs in his life, he has already presented. That intuitive understanding and the knowledge gets supplied from the Divine Mother, that nature. That's what Sri Ramakrishna is telling here. And he could make fun and joy and move about with all people in freely, especially the youngsters like Rakhal. He is telling, I could make fun with Rakhal because of this. Suppose he had maintained the ego of being a jnani, then he cannot play. He is a bhakta with jnana. He doesn't lack jnana, nor hesitate to give jnana, but he is holding on to the being a bhakta. You are the operator, I am the machine. That kind of understanding. The mother has kept me in the state of a bhakta, a vijnani, jnani and vijnani. Jnani is one who knows God, vijnani is one who knows God intimately. That's why I joke with Rakhal and others. Had I been in the condition of a jnani, I could not do that. Because he has to live like a jnani, limit his movements, talks and all. Kaur Singh once told me, you are still worrying about body, but my nature is to believe that my mother knows everything. It was she who would speak to Rajendra Mitra. The mother has kept me in a state of bhakta, vijnani. In this state, I realize that it is Divine Mother alone who has become everything. I see her everywhere. In Kali temple I found that the mother herself had become everything, even the wicked, even the brother of Bhagavat Pandit. Now, it is exactly like understanding dream. In dream, everything is made up of mind. Mind has become everything. Wicked person also is mind. A saintly person in dream also is mind. Mind is playing as good and bad, right and wrong. Everything is, whatever you see in dream, all that, nectar and poison, both are mind. When you wake up, you not see anything except mind is there. Like that. The Divine Mother, Sri Ramakrishna uses this term many times. Mother has become everything. Mother has become everything. With the same idea, like dream world has become. Everything is in dream world is mind alone. Play of mind. Mind has taken different forms. Like that here, Divine Mother has taken all the 24 cosmic principles. the Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi Manas, all these 24 cosmic principles, they are all our Divine Mother. One power manifesting as. The universe is manifestation of Shakti. Shakti in a particular state of movement, it precipitates as matter. It is that Shakti who is in the soul of the Jiva that makes him go back to the source. As Kundalini, she is sitting there in the Jiva. So everywhere you see that Divine Mother is functioning. Divine Mother has become everything. Even the wicked, when you see from the divine aspect, then you see from the other side. We see from this side, from the world, with world as the background. When you see divine as the background from divine corner, then you will see everything has become Mother alone as wicked, this, that, and no differences remain. Once I was about to scold Ramla's mother, but I had restrained myself. I saw her to be a form of Divine Mother. I worship virgins because I see them as Divine Mother. My wife strokes my feet, but I salute her afterwards. How he is presenting things and making us understand how to live in this world, how to see divine, how to transcend our inner enemies, lust, greed, wrath, anger, all these inner ego, desire for enjoyments, all this how to conquer, how to go beyond. Sri Ramakrishna is practically demonstrating. You salute me by touching my feet, but had Hriday been here, who would have dared to touch them? He would not have allowed anyone to do it. I have to return your salutes because Mother has placed me in a state in which I see God in everything. We saluting God, God saluting us makes a lot of difference. They see God, divine, and salute. We see a support of life, a source of inspiration, a path to go ahead. This darkness of life, we want to get rid of because of these expectations, dependence on God for many things, we won't be able to visualize or see God in this. They see the moment any intention is behind, a view is created, a worldly background, I am trying to understand God and bow down. But in divine background, God is seeing us as inseparable part of His own being. Any pain, I feel a pain in the finger. I am not the finger, but when I feel the pain in the finger, I am one with the finger. My whole attention goes to the paining part and not to the rest of the bodily existence. Like that, how that when God sees, it is as if He is seeing Himself in everyone. You see, one cannot exclude even wicked person. A tulsi leaf, however dry or small, can be used for worship in the temple. Sunday, March 2nd, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small couch in his room, listening to devotional music by Trailokya Sanyal of the Brahmo Samaj, one of the devotees. He had not yet renounced from the recovered from the effects of injury to his arm, which was still supported by splint. Many devotees, including Narendra, Surendra, and M, were sitting on the floor. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in his small room on a small couch, listening to devotional music by Trailokya Sanyal. Narendra's father, a lawyer of High Court of Calcutta, had passed away suddenly. He had not been able to make provision for family, which consequently faced grave financial difficulties. The members of the family sometimes had to go without food. Narendra was therefore passing his days in great anxiety. Naren's father has passed away. He has not kept anything with him. He is a man of a different nature. You first. And whatever he does, whatever he earns, is to see that my little needs are finished. The rest must go to the needy. So he never preserved anything for the morrow. He is to, what comes, spend. Whatever his need is, fulfill. The rest, give away. Don't preserve, don't keep. That was his. Because I am keeping, the other is suffering there. He is not having. So how can I keep? And it is of no use. When the people are suffering, their need is, it is what for this money if I keep without being given to the service of others who are suffering. That kind of understanding. He had not kept anything or done any arrangements for their safe living. And he passes away. Naren's Lord, now he is just still studying or just towards the end of his academic learning. And imagine the state when the house people are starving without food, and what would be his position to as a responsible person. And Naren used to talk very strongly his ideas. And here we see Sri Ramakrishna is helping him to enter into the needs of the people. He is bringing that situation in his life in such a way he deeply, intimately understands what is suffering of world. If we do not suffer ourselves, we will not know exactly what is that suffering. Our senior Swamis used to say, when a person wants to come and join the monastery as monk, see that he works outside at least for a year or two, so that he will know what is the suffering of mankind outside. Otherwise, after renouncing, he'll feel he has no problems, no difficulties, and start looking upon the people who are in the world as not capable of renouncing, and I have renounced. That is sufficient for the fall. So this Sri Ramakrishna wanted to be channelized to the divine. And Narendra, he is passing through that. Most of our sadhus whom we enroll in the ashrama or mutts, they all have passed through serious problems in life and has emerged out. Not because of the problems they left. When the inner call is being answered, the longing for higher life has made them to come out of all problems of the world, to be able to dedicate themselves to the higher life, to serve the people. Now that intention, now Naren has to pass through deeply for some time, that understanding to get the realities of life, to know the realities of life. Very difficult to accept if you are not experienced, seen. So all those aspects are brought into picture, and man's suffering is intimately known when oneself doesn't have food. Narendra was passing his days in great anxiety. Trailokya sang about the Divine Mother. O Mother, I hide myself in thy loving bosom. I gaze at their face and cry out, Mother, Mother. I sink in the sea of bliss and am lost to sense. In yoga sleep, I gaze with the unwinkling eyes upon thy face, powerless to turn away. O Mother, I am terrified by the world. My spirit trembles and cries out in fear. Keep me, sweet Mother, in thy loving bosom. Cover me with the spreading skirt of thy love. Trailokya is singing a song, and it runs this way. As if yes, see, here in this song, we see a subtle aspect of surrender, subtle aspect of dependence on Divine Mother, but intimacy, freedom with which the sadhaka is moving. O Mother, I hide myself in thy bosom, loving bosom. I gaze at thy face and cry out, Mother, Mother. See how the emotions are converted into Sharanagati, Prapatti. I cry out, Mother, Mother. Here, he has the knowledge of the world, knowledge of God, knowledge of himself. I am incapable of doing anything in this world. And world is a combination of good and bad, right and wrong. You have to select. And here, the Sharanagati is slowly manifesting because of the dependence and loving aspect of God. And not because of Sharanagati, or not for the sake of refuge or support that he is loving. He is loving, and loving is converting him to become mothers, dependent on mother. I sink in the sea of bliss and now lost to sense in the ocean of bliss, Ananda Sagara. He is, just because he is with the mother, he is experiencing that joy. As we become guileless, as we become simple, give up our complexity, dissolve our multiple personalities, and become one small child, it not only enjoys and is safe in the hands of mother, it is enjoying its company. I'm lost to senses. In yoga sleep, I gaze with untwinkling eyes. In normal, I may not be able to. Unwinkling, I am not moving my eyes, gazing at mother. I gaze unwinking eyes upon thy face, powerless to turn away. When I'm looking at you, I'm not able to turn away my face from you. I go on, want to look. See here the intimacy and love, two important factors. When we think of God, we must feel that intimacy, because this intimacy is going to awaken my eternal relationship with God. It is there because it is deep within. Because of that, He is manifesting out as intimacy and deep love. This love and intimacy are manifestations of my inner relationship with God, eternal. But I don't know the eternal relationship. Now, this is making again it is feedback. It is feeding back as developing relationship with God. So, relationship eternal is there within, and it is not inaccessible to Him. That is making Him love and feel intimacy. I don't want to turn my face away. I don't want to turn my eyes away, because it is eternity. He is finding out His eternal relationship again, and it does manifest. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.